Yeah, and it's another year, and another year. I really wanted to welcome everyone. Back to the channel. It's been a very great one. I mean, we've had a whole lot of things a whole lot of things to do, a whole lot of things to attend to, and one of the things that I actually wanted to, you know, talk about is just the sense of gratitude. The sense of gratitude. I want to appreciate each and every one of you who stayed with me for this whole time. This year we're gonna do a whole lot of things on this channel, and you have to stay in faith with me that we are going to actually have a whole lot of good results, right? Okay, so I remember posting this. I saw it, on the social media thing, and it was practically. Sometimes I think about the algorithm that works with the internet. It was practically one of the things that is currently a form of happening to me, where I just have series of distractions from the gender side of the female gender side. Well, this is not to to demeaning the gender, but you know I just I've gotten to a level whereby I became attracted to almost every possible beautiful and um, ready to get married lady, and I'm trying to figure my life out. Some will say you've made money. Why is it that you? Well, that is me. I've got to keep focus from the distraction of life, and also that is you. You're meant to stay away from the distraction of life. They are all beautiful ladies. You can look at them. Maybe there's one that's got married. There's one that's got divorced. There's one who's just graduating from college. Just a different reason, different things that you can equally talk about. But this brother has decided to stay focused on what he's doing. This doesn't even look like a chat, but whatever it is that he's doing, he was so mindful of it. He was so mindful of it. These are pretty girls. They're even having a party. They say they bought of champagne and their hands. They've been fun. But man was so focused. So one of the things that I'm going to really encourage you about this year is your intentionality, your deliberate, intentional, intentional steps to stay focused on what is most productive for you, what is more productive, what is adding to you, value to you, what is getting you the very kind of life that you want. Because if he's joined them, it's gonna end that night. It's all gonna end that night. Let's say it's gonna be maybe in the next 7 hours that the day breaks. Excuse me about it. This is a result of having to take children. But over the night 7 hours after, maybe by 10 p.m. and by 5 a.m. everybody comes back to their normal senses. Oh, I've got this to push, I've got that to push. But man stayed mindful of what is most important to him. What is most important to you? Is really going to define a whole lot of things about you as an individual. We're going to see it in how much time you use in doing things. It's going to show in your readiness to get up from your bed. It's going to show in a whole lot of things. Even in the little things, right? So you've got to take note of that. You got to stay focused this year. My advice to you: you got to be grateful, and you got to stay focused. Be grateful, stay focused. We're not gonna make a whole bunch, a lot of money in this trading, and that's one thing I want to really reassure you that you and I are gonna make a whole lot of bunch of money in this. This is worth living for. This is worth going for. This is worth standing for, right? So don't waste it. Don't be carried away with the celebration, with the applause, with the the little time of gratification of life that doesn't really matter. Do they matter? Do they really matter to celebrate with other people? Yes, but once done. Even Christ will say, through Paul, he said, "Let him who lives as if not." Said as though you who have wives, as though you don't. He said those who mourn as though not, and those who laugh as if not. You understand? So you have to stay consistently focused. Alright? It's a great year. It's a great year. I'm going to just look into BTC real quick. And I can post this 7th, that was yesterday. I posted this on our channel and I was showing you about, the where we see $13 as you know, um, the lowest low we have here on this green candle here, and we see our price since then has taken off. Right, price has taken off. Really, we have our price come to 126,272 USD. Right, and currently at the time when I showed it was around $91,116 for a BTC. Right, and I pointed out this imbalance. Right, and I didn't say anything. I just said it's just going to be particularly. It's not going to be anything bogus. It's not going to be anything in details. It's just going to be just conversation around it. It's just a commentary, right? You know, this is but a commentary, not any financial advice, right? So you can see the price has really taken off from this imbalance around year 2023. So from this imbalance here, price from around this eye, let's change that to blue. Yeah. Let's see the price. Coordination at 69. Exactly, 69,000 USD. We saw price came back to this low here at 15,000, almost 16,000, right? And we see our price came down there, and since then price took off, right? Price came down and took off, and this eye that was actually created at that time, since it's actually been rated, we already have a complete break of structure to the upside. We had a shift to the upside, right? We had a shift to the upside, and since this range has been created to this high here at I think 126 something, right? 126 to 72. Since we add price, come over there, mimic that, and then since we had price, come to this very high, right? Price has been returning to the lower side. So price came down to around 73,000 at the time. Everybody was shout. Main price started at 74, right? 74,434 at the time, creating a low there, and we saw our price surged to the upside at 126 to 72. One of the best things that you can actually have as a peace of mind, a rest of mind, is for you to know where possibly price could actually return to, right? If price is taking off up, at least we expect a form of retracement back before a continuation to the upside. And you can agree with me that now someone would ask me, well, you said at 90,000 price. Well, that is what you have because you're not on the inside, right? Because you're not on the inside. But this is Holy Grail. I'm giving you something of this worth, right? I'm giving you something of this worth at this time. What am I expecting now? I'm expecting that price could possibly, come down to the mean threshold of this, and that will be a 64,426. 64,426. So that would mean that I might be expecting the price should come into this imbalance here, right? Maybe expecting that price should come to this imbalance here before we expect a surge to the upside. And of course, you know, as an investor that you are, as an investor that I am, this will be a good trade for you and I to take, right? It will be a good trade for you and I to take if price comes this much low, right? It will be a very good one for you to take. And from there, you can actually look up. So where will be my expectation at the moment? I'll be looking at 60k. I'll be looking at 60k for where I will be expecting price to come to before price moves to the top. I was expecting that to happen. 60k before price continues to move up. And that's all about BTC. Because I'm expecting this, massive fall, I might actually, be expecting that price should then continue to fall on on Ethereum. We might be expecting that price should fall on Ethereum to continue to come down, right? Let's look at the higher time frame as well. But to see, I don't think there's so much for us to see on that. There's just liquidity at the top, there's liquidity at the low. Could that be tapped into? Until then, we would know, right? Can price come back to around 1004? Sorry, around 1002 thereabouts. Let me see. 1383. Can price come in there? Well, I do not know. But for Solana, like I was saying earlier on, I said I trust and hoping to see price come to about $50 per Solana. As I told you last year, I was expecting that to be. If price comes over there, will it be good time to buy? Well, till then, you understand. Till then, actually, will price come back to 2,000? Till then, I do not know. Solana, expecting it to come to around $60 per Solana right here, come to 50 right here. I'm expecting that possibility is there. Why? Because I've seen what I needed to see for BTC. I'm expecting it to come to 60k. Am I advising you to sell? No. Am I expecting you to buy? No. Am I expecting you to do anything? No. Just me making a commentary. So you know what to do with that information. Until we meet again, I wish you good luck and good trading.